And we are live. Welcome back to Live from the House of Robot. This is our first official singer-songwriter episode since we had a shutdown for COVID in November. And today I am very pleased to bring you Mathew W Charles.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. This first song is called Worst Case Scenario. Explode. You can't make a case or erase what's been eroded and defaced. Your reality has been replaced, and every spoken word that inspired has been spent. All forgotten, all has lost its true intent. Searching for some common ground, trying but you can't make any sense. This collective insanity, the infection spreads indiscriminately, has put a stake in what we could be. And every spoken word that inspired has been spent, or forgotten, or has lost its true intent. Searching for some common ground, trying but you can't make any sense. Yeah, again, that song was Worst Case Scenario. That was somewhat new. I wrote that in 2020. I'm going to play a song I wrote several years ago. It's called Trust. Trusted you for so long. I truly believed that you would never deceive. I thought you were coming from a righteous place, but now you're neck deep in lies, too late to surface. You were the ones who would never compromise. You never told the whole story. You cherry-picked the facts, and now I had to look elsewhere to fill in the gaps. gone. My interest is gone. My interest is gone.
I have a question about that one, Matt.
Yeah.
So is that a relationship song or a relationship with the universe song?
More of a relationship with the universe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I kind of got that global feel to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
You got it. Most people just think it's a relationship song, but no, I tied a metaphor in there. So
I can relate.
yeah, awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah. So this next one is called "All That You Learned." It goes like this. That you've learned, you've had to relearn, and all that you never knew seems so important now. And now it seems like we don't have the time. Our hands are always tied, and what we do with that time is perpetually depleting. Seems so self-defeating. Just wanna run high, but we cannot tie these binds. Guilt, fear, it's wrapped into our souls. We keep heads forward as our bodies grow old. Guilt, fear, it's wrapped into our souls. We keep heads forward as our bodies grow old. And all that I know is that I can't change myself. Question who I am and everything I think. Question my behavior. Is this real me? And be my own savior and rewrite history. We're perpetually depleting. Seems so self-defeating. Just wanna run high, but we cannot tie these binds. Guilt, fear, it's wrapped into our souls. We keep heads forward as our bodies grow old. Guilt, fear, it's wrapped into our souls. We keep heads forward as our bodies grow old. Who makes decisions? Does someone make them for you? Law, you so predictable, and now you so controllable. Who makes decisions? Does someone make them for you? Law, you so predictable, and now you so controllable. Who makes decisions? Does someone make them for you? Law, you so predictable, and now you so controllable. Who makes decisions? Does someone make them for you? Law, you so predictable, and now you so controllable. All right, yeah, that song was All That You Learned, which is on my Bandcamp page, which I'll talk about later. But this next one is called Tuning Out, and this was on an album that I released called Heads Up. I'm tuning out, I think I've had it. There ain't nothing that I can do or say to stop this madness. I'm tuning out because I can't stand it. There's only so much I can take and I've reached my limit. But you're tuning in, I find it so absurd. You're soaking everything in word for word. Have you ever questioned anything? It never hurt to do your own research about the truth that brings. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. You've gone too far today, I'm tuning out. brain explodes. I can't watch another goddamn episode. I'm tuning out before I lose control. This is the worst reality TV show. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out, I'm tuning out. You've gone too far today, I'm tuning out. Yeah, I'd like to say thanks to Bill for having me here. It's looks really nice and professional on the screen. Way better than those live streams I did from my basement. But let's see what I got next. So, yeah, this next song is a hard one. It's a new one. I wrote it last year. Called Fading. I'm losing my cool, losing touch with you, like you fading away. Further, further, day by day, you may never see me, you may never understand me, you may never believe me again. And we were friends, a common thread, woven in this community, a place where we could stand together and share. But I keep fading away. I'm feeling so certain our emotions are on high. It's time to lift the curtain, expose the truth inside. You may begin to lose me, you may start to confuse me, you may never recognize me again. And we were friends, a common bond, been through thick and thin. Together we are strong, and I hope you can see me. And you might disagree, but please don't let me fade away. It breaks apart. What would that prove? What would be left to say? Would there be meaning, or just a lack of depth? Or would we just learn to accept? Scratch for scraps of what's left of this world. Scratch for scraps of what's left of this world. For scraps of what's left of this world. Scratch for scraps of what's left of this world.
Okay, Matt, so you said that was a hard one,
Yes.
and I heard some pain in that song.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to play it like physically, but yeah, I mean, it's got like some personal touch in there as well.
I could hear that.
Yeah.
What was the lyric? Scraps of what's left in this world.
Yeah, scrounge for scraps of
That's-
what's
yeah.
left of this world.
Yeah, that's powerful. I appreciate that song on several levels myself.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no. I mean, once in a while I got to write a song like that to get all that stuff out, but yeah. It's,
Well, so we talked a little bit about songwriting, and we talked about, contributing to the world, but also it's art in general is about letting stuff out.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because if you don't have the art and don't have art and music, there's no self-expression. I mean, what are people gonna do? They gotta have a release somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they could go on QAnon and get angry.
They could do that. I mean, there's other ways to vent your frustrations or to find a connection with people, but I think music's a better way to do that. Yeah. This is another new song. Just trying to read my set list here. I don't want to forget anything. But yeah, this one's called Excuses. Somewhat as a 2020 song. You're so naive, you'll believe anything that's on your screen. Regurgitates the fear and hate that keeps you numb and sedate. I'll pose a question, you'll shoot it down before it ever leaves the ground. Without consideration, Lord debates. You'll always make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. You'll always make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. You'll sing along with the states to a song that inebriates. Stream of thoughts, land expression, glamour answer question. You'll toe the line, be sublime, trapped in your own paradigm. You'll always find a way to erase. You'll always make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. You'll always make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. Make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. You'll always make excuses, no matter what the truth is. You'll always make excuses. Make excuses, no matter what the truth is. Make excuses, no matter what the truth is. All right, this next song is called Who We Are, and it's on an album that I have on Bandcamp called Love What You Do. My Bandcamp page is MathewWilliamCharles.bandcamp.com. But like I said, the song is Who We Are. It's one of my favorites on that album. And hopefully I don't mess it up. I haven't played it in a while. I played it last night in my basement and it went okay, so we'll see how it goes now. Hard to budge, we will always serve a love, and that is who we are. Blinded by ideology and tribal identity, selective empathy, and that is who we are. And that is who we are. Gullible and not so tough, critical but not enough. We'll fold when the course gets rough, and that is who we are. We know our hypocrisy, we'll take what we want, not what we need. Fueled by lust and power and greed, and that is who we are. This list, obviously not but we act as if there's no room for argument to challenge who we are. But history has shown ignorance buried with the bones. What knowledge could be gained is overthrown. Nobody's gonna change their mind when everybody's beliefs hold them tight. No news come to find the government strife, but we'll fight for our beliefs through bloody nose and shattered teeth, leaving fragile pulp bruised underneath. And that is who we are. I made it. All right. Now I'm gonna change keys. I forgot my capo, but Bill gave me this really interesting capo. I've never seen this.
That's a mystery capo.
Mystery
it showed
capo.
up one day. I can't find my regular one.
So, just give me a second while I figure this out again.
I also found a mystery mic stand today. I started setting up the mic stands, and I found one I've never seen before.
Nice.
I wonder whose it is.
All right, hopefully this is on tight enough. I think that's how this works. This worked earlier.
Worked in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Just glad we didn't have any pyro.
I think that's better. Yeah, that sounds good. Very good. Okay, so this song is called Sins. Again, it's another somewhat of a new one. Wrote it last year. Take a rewind, take a trip back in time. take a step back and see who you once were and the struggles you endured and the things you used to believe. The allies that you made and the way that you behaved. Is that where you stand now? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Have you ever felt shame? Have you ever pointed blame? And were you ever proven wrong? Have you ever felt regret that was hard to admit that you never faced at all? Did you learn something new that changed your point of view that made you who you are? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Is there a hypocrite inside that you hope you could hide in some knowledge you neglect? Is there a reason or excuse you ignore your own truth, or did you just forget? Sometimes it takes time for us to leave it behind, but it's harder the longer you wait. Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Sometimes it takes time for us to leave it behind, but it's harder the longer you wait. Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? Do you remember all the sins that you've done? Do you remember all the sins you've done? So I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to pull a Marco Rubio and grab a drink over here off camera. All right, this next one is called Dig Your Grave. It don't bother me, my mind and soul is bent, and you can carry me away like can't wait to see you running. That demon's gonna squeeze grip someday, like can't wait to see you running. That burden will catch fire as your life fades. It don't concern me, kinda legacy I'll leave in my wake. What's the truth behind your life when you're alive? What will you take to your grave? It don't bother me, my mind and soul is bent, and you can carry me away like can't wait to see you running. That demon's gonna squeeze grip someday, and I can't wait to see you running. That burden will catch fire as your life fades. It don't concern me, kinda legacy I'll leave in my wake. What's the truth behind your life when you're alive? What will you take to your grave? Far gone, can't show you how. Couldn't make you see. If I good. It's impossible for you to accept these truths. You'd have to deny everything that made you you. Allergic to these perceptions, true reality. There's always so much more to see. Ashamed, and they'll brand you a loon. Be conditioned and controlled, ever since your youth. Common sense has been altered, your instincts are impaired. Can't read between the lines, although I wish you were there. Your being is much greater than you could ever perceive. There's always so much more to see. 'Too far gone, can't show you how. Couldn't make you see if I could. It's impossible for you to accept these truths. You'd have to deny everything that made you you. Allergic to these perceptions, a true reality. There's always so much more to see. Your being is much greater than you could ever see. There's always so much more to see.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Your being is much greater than you can
Ever perceive.
There's always much more to perceive.
There's always much more to see. Yeah.
More to see.
Yeah.
That's existential.
Totally.
And deny everything that is you.
Yeah.
That's heading into Buddhist territory. Is that where it comes from?
It's not. It's maybe some of my philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you'd have to deny everything that made you you. You know, like sometimes to like accept like whatever, not even like consciousness or like some other seeing the world like in a broader way. Yeah, you have to let go of things, you know, let go of something.
Now, we did a fundraiser for Sprout U. We were speaking with Danielle, who runs the school. And one of the things that she said is not to let the world, that she teaches her students, is not to let the world label them and put them in boxes.
Right.
And let the world define who you are.
Absolutely.
And I see some of that here. Deny everything that is you.
Yeah.
To me, that partially says the definitions that have been put on top of you.
Right.
Or applied forcibly to you.
Right.
And to, you know, your being is greater than you can perceive.
Right.
Which, am I taking it in the wrong direction, or am I in the right place?
No, you're in the right place. Yeah.
All right, cool. I like that a lot.
I appreciate it.
Those are words to base a life on.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, what's next?
What's next? This one is called Those Old Problems.
I have a few of those.
Yeah. I wrote this, this was a 2020 post-COVID song, because everything that I was worrying about before COVID became insignificant. But anyways, that's my experience. And here it goes. And those old problems have been forgotten, and I can't be troubled to try and solve them. They've sank so far below, labeled non-priority. The tide of life is shifting, just trying to navigate the seas. The storm's been a-brewing. It's time to batten down the hatch. Strange how this future has neatly buried up my past. And those old problems have been forgotten, and I can't be troubled to try and solve them. Someday I will return, try and face these forgotten scripts, but right now humanity is haunting. Lots of fucked up ritual, so I'll pack up my supplies, the essentials for the trip. I'm trying to survive, see where we end up after this. And those old problems have been forgotten, I can't be troubled to try and solve them. And those old problems have been forgotten, I can't be troubled to try and solve them. See, I just gotta grab my set list here. All right, I got a few more songs. How much more time do I got, Bill?
You got time.
I got time?
No one's after you.
All right. So I'm gonna have to move the capo for this next one. But I gotta change harmonicas too. This one is called I'm Gonna Make It. Again, it's off my latest CD, which is on Bandcamp and Spotify. Hopefully, I think I got it. You gotta be aggressive with this capo. Cool. I sip and cringe on this gas station coffee, cause the miles of the road are wearing down on me. My eyelids grow heavy as I drift off at the wheel, but I sing myself awake as I'm making a meal. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it once again. I keep denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. Daydreaming days out my classroom window, playing fantasy as the teacher lectured me. You better pay attention or I'll send you to detention. Suffering the boredom of textbook studies. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it once again. I keep denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. I've been told to be cautious, told to wait for the right time, but I never fear failure, I only fear regret. Set my own limitations, make your own negotiations, never settle for compromise, always will take a risk. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it once again. I'll keep denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. I made my mistakes and I've carried their burden, but some burdens have blossomed into an I'll jump the scene. If I could change past, I would just let it be. Never have the lessons that have kept me on my feet. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it once again. I keep denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it once again. I keep denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. I'm gonna make it once again. Denying and defying the odds, and we'll make it once again. We'll make it once again. We'll make it once again. All right, I got like 2 more songs. This next one is called Whistleblower. I wrote this several years ago. It goes like this. Worth every insult, laugh for personal threats. Without fear or regret, sacrificed all you had to give us a chance. Empowered us with truth to expose dirty hands. You gave transparency when the world was opaque. You gave us a window, provide a glimpse of our fate. You stood up to the giants and amplified our voice. You gave us information, and now we have a choice. I won't back down. I won't back down. The people can't be returned, but no, it's appreciated. Freedom is information learned. No longer be misguided. No longer be misguided. No longer be misguided. All right, I got one more song for you. I'm gonna put the capo on again, but I think I got this. So this next song I've played a ton of times over the years. I wrote it when I was backpacking across Europe, and I wrote it all in my head when I was hiking for like an extended period of time, and then I got home and wrote it down on some paper. But yeah, no. So I've been playing the song for a long time, but I just re-recorded it. It's called "Love What You Do." And here it goes. Spent your whole life achieving your goals, they tell you you're wasting your time? Do they tell you the right way to live? Skeptics may have their opinions, but no idea what's best for them. Spent your whole life chasing your dreams, and you wanna be to love come true. Spent your whole life fighting your doubts, and the doubts that be placed on you. Is it the love of the journey? Is it the prize at the end? Is it the knowledge you gain from your experience? Some people say you follow your dreams, destiny will be fulfilled. It's easy to say when things go your way, no one gets a say in race. You may not get what you want, you may fall short of your goals, but at least you love what you do. 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 Thanks a lot. I get a little buzz on the guitar from that last one, but anyways, appreciate it.
Mathew W Charles, love what you do. And I love doing these shows. I love bringing people here to perform, especially in these days of COVID. And I love bringing it all to everyone out there. Thank you for coming. We had scheduled Matt last year, but then we had to shut down because of COVID. So it's really great to have you back at our first singer-songwriter of the year. And there will be more. In fact, there are more coming up. Oh, Mathew, where can people find more of your work?
Yeah, so you can find me on Spotify and all other streaming services under Mathew W Charles. You can also find me on Bandcamp, MathewWilliamCharles.bandcamp.com. And then my Facebook page, which is MathewCharles.music.com, which you may not remember, but it's a lot of stuff. But I'm on Facebook. Bandcamp and Spotify, all music services. So any support is appreciated, but no, I appreciate you having me back. I was really excited to come last November, and obviously, things happen, so glad to be back here.
I'm very pleased to have you here. Now, didn't you have a relatively new album? In fact, weren't we supposed to tour before COVID?
Yeah, I was supposed to tour. Love What You Do, which is the name of the album. And that is fairly new, which I released last March, which is on Spotify and my Bandcamp page. But I was supposed to tour. I tried really hard to get it out by March, and I was touring out to Texas, and obviously all that got canceled. That was when everything was getting canceled. And I was also supposed to go to the UK. I actually was gonna go play a couple shows in the UK. In the summer, and I had a bunch of stuff planned.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but it was just one after another. The gigs were getting canceled, and I was just like, oh well.
All right, now remember, if you go to Bandcamp on Bandcamp Fridays, the artist gets everything, because I can tell you Bandcamp sometimes takes a cut on those digital purchases. Yeah. They take a different cut every single time something comes through. So Bandcamp Fridays are great for artists. I encourage you to support everyone. And now we got shows coming up. Coming up in the next 4 weeks, we have Skelly, Dead Mama, and Keith Beck. We have in May Dan Castle, and that's going to be something really kind of crazy and experimental, as is Dead Mama on the 21st. And also on the 28th, we have our annual Holi bonfire. Holi is the Hindu festival, the throwing of the colors where everyone gets completely messed up. That'll all be on Facebook and Instagram soon. That one is an in-person outdoor event, no streaming on that one. And thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you the next show.